Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Costanza Experiment with your host, me, Jesse Benedetti. We're going to talk today again about some things that I would do the opposite. Again, talking about myself, talking about some of the things that I'm going to do this year to help and improve myself, take myself to a whole nother level, mentally, physically, emotionally. Today, we're going to talk about some mental toughness with have some health benefits along the way. So what are we going to get ourselves into? This year, I've already decided I'm committing myself to at least trying once a day of getting into a cold plunge. All right. So anywhere between, it's been scientifically proven, in between 50 to 60 degrees at the most that you can get into a plunge, stay in there for at least 90 seconds or so. It helps the mind, it helps the body. Now, let me tell you one thing that a lot of people don't realize. This isn't the only thing I'm doing, right? You can't just all of a sudden screw up with your fitness, screw up with your nutrition. All of a sudden, oh, I'm going to go and jump into some cold water, and all of a sudden it's going to cure everything. No, wrong answer. So what you got to understand, although this was a little bit under that temperature is about 52 degrees in there, and it was a little bit cold. It's what happens. All right. So that's just one of the things I want to get into. Helps turn some of the white fat cells into brown fat cells a little bit more thermogenic and gets you a little bit moving. Things to help you along the way. It helps if you are doing other things, just like any fad. Any fad, you can't just jump on a fad and all of a sudden it's going to change everything. If your nutrition sucks and if all your fitness sucks, you've got to be doing everything else for these little add-ons to work, right? That's why everybody seems to get to stuff on social media. They're like, oh, I can do that and I'm going to lose weight. No. Just like you can't just have some magical pill. You may actually lose some weight with some different pills and different formulas. But if you're also not improving your fitness, then you're not actually healthy. There's a lot of people that are out there that are skinny fat, meaning that they still have all of that bad health inside of them, high cholesterol, all the things that are wrong with them, and they're still going to not be able to be mobile and move around around as they get older and older, things like that. Even as they're younger and younger, if you can't screw off a top of something, a bottle, then that's also a good sign that you're probably not getting fit enough. You need to be able to make sure that you're working on grip strength and all that other stuff. That's for another time. But for this is another episode of the Costanza Experiment with your host, Jesse Benedetti. Talk to you next.